situation. I'm a lady.
Ooh,
Hi.
hello, internet world. Sheree was just telling what she's drinking tonight.
Yes, I have a vodka pomegranate cocktail mix because I'm a lady.
Oh, I
What you
love
drinking?
pomegranate. I have peach vodka and pink lemonade.
Look at you mixing it up.
You know, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good Southern drink. A
I,
Southern lady.
you are a Southern belle. I
I
heard
do
tell.
declare.
Blanche Deborah, if I've ever seen you. Um,
But yes, welcome back to our first Thirsty Thursday in like a good minute, a good drunken
right.
minute.
I forgot what Thursdays were.
Right? But yeah, our last one was October of last year, I believe. So it has been a minute, and we're so excited to be back with y'all, drunken live. Uh, when we last saw you, we were finishing up our third season. That's numbers,
That's
right?
math. That is in fact
That
math.
is that
Yes.
is in fact.
Yeah.
We were finishing up our third season, and now we're about
We're
3/5 of the way through our fourth season.
we record 3 more regular episodes and a couple of special things we're not talking about, and we're done.
Yes,
Um,
but yeah, so we've been busy, busy, busy. During through all the holidays and all that mess, and still trying to deal with COVID and all that mess, and all the craziness that's been going on these past few months.
listen,
But
that's
we're
my
here.
vodka.
We're here. I'm queer, and we're gonna get drunk.
Listen,
That's for
vote
you,
for Trent.
Florida.
Vote for Trent.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, what you been up to since October, Trent?
Whew, well, just been the usual. Been working, been doing all this stuff with the podcasts. And I've been writing with my theater group. We started a playwriting group that we get together every other week and we talk about plays that we're working on. So that's exciting. But that's really all I've been up to. I know you have a lot more news to talk about. So I'm just going to pass it on to you now and tell everybody all the new exciting things you got up your sleeves.
Some of us have insomnia, so we have extra hours in the day. I've joined 2 other podcasts. One of which is the Alter Tapes, and I'm one of like 8 rotating hosts. And so it's speed dating all of us. If you like slasher, girl that's scary, horror queers, brother ghoulish,
Pew,
a
pew,
lot of
pew,
these
pew, pew.
podcasts, all your favorites, all the box. We just talk about horror shorts you can find for free on Alter, which is on YouTube for those of you not in the know. I also started another podcast with Zero Gravity and Ryan, aka Brother Ghoulish, called Blurty Massacre. Next week we drop our 4th episode. Is that my math?
Sounds right.
It feels good. I'll sit with 4. If it's wrong, so what? I'm drinking. Um,
It's a blurty good time.
it's a blurty good time. Damn it, we should hashtag that. Um, why weren't you in that meeting? Um, and I'm just like walking around dread doing the things virtually. Lots of random articles. Because I don't have an attention span or a real train of thought. So it happens organically.
Lots of fun lists you're posting all the time. I love them. The
Thank
one
you.
the one today was found footage, right?
That's streaming for free on YouTube.
Boom. Hey, if you get it for free, why pay for it?
Listen, that's what I always say. That's why I got my education the way I did. But also, that's just 7 of the ones up there because like 3 of them were not embeddable because like the person didn't want people like moving their shit around, which I
Mm,
respect. But also, there's a lot of horror on YouTube. Get onto it.
get into it, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. So, okay, we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna do Never Have I Ever Horror Edition, which means we're probably gonna be drinking a lot because I haven't met a serial killer yet that I know of. I don't know about you, Shrey.
I know a lot of Tauruses, Taurus eyes,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tauruses. What?
Tauruses are less serial killers than other signs. I'm just saying. I think Gemini is like the
Listen,
most.
because people keep pushing us. But also, don't forget, y'all can put like comments in the chat, and we can like put them onto the screen if they're appropriate. Um,
Yes. Let us know. Maybe you've done some of these things.
Listen, and if you have a drink. If you haven't, have a drink. I don't know your life.
Right. Just
I'm not
drink.
gonna police you. Listen.
Maybe if you want to do these things, take a drink.
Right? Speaking of drinking, I believe it's Eric's birthday from
It is.
Yeah. From Shaken Not Scared.
Happy birthday, Eric. If you're
Happy birthday.
in the cybers watching this at any time, because even if you're not watching live, you can rewatch it on YouTube. It'll be on our Facebook. I think it goes to Twitter too, right? Our feed.
Yeah, it goes everywhere. So he's got us saying happy birthday in 3 different places while drunk.
Cheers. Cheers.
Get you friends that elevate your drinking, y'all.
All right. So just to reiterate the rules for those of you watching that you may, if you don't know, if you weren't a drunk college kid like Sheree and I were, Sheree and I will take turns saying things that we have never done. And if we have done them, we take a drink. And if we haven't done them, we take a drink.
Right? No. We're going to drink, but it's also a game of foot.
Right. So, okay. My first one. Never have I ever.
No. Twitter is a lying bitch. Dusty. Like, I'm rusty, y'all. I've already cracked the code. I'm already dropping my favorite words. But we love you, Jamie. Sorry, Facebook's being mean.
Yes. Welcome. Okay. Never have I ever answered a phone call that I did not know the number, like that phone number was not in my contacts.
Sometimes a girl gets bored. But when I do it, I make it fun. I'm just like, hello, you have won a trip to Hawaii. And then the person who called hangs up.
What's the capital of Brazil?
Right? You have reached your student loan officer. We are now rolling back those rates. All right, Treat, this one's for you. Never have I ever gone outside to investigate a noise.
Listen, you gotta know sometimes, okay?
I ain't got no nothing.
I'm a white person, so I have to live up to our stereotypes.
Listen, that sounds like it's for you.
There's some interesting
Happy birthday, Eric, in case you missed it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my turn for the never have I. Never have I ever knowingly dated a serial killer.
I think we've all knowingly dated a serial killer because we're in the app era, so we're all going to take a drink, okay? Fair. We're all just going to take a drink.
I'm not a person of power. Hold on, Crystal. Don't you put that on me. No. You gotta know, okay? Sometimes you gotta know what's going on outside.
No, you don't. Never have I ever found myself in some mysterious bushes. You know that's you.
I'm just going. That one time I found someone in a mysterious bush.
So you was investigating and then got into the bush?
I saved her from a party gone busted.
I love Maggie Quinn, but also there are rules.
Our liver twin.
We
need to get her on the show one time.
We do. But for real, like I don't know if we have enough alcohol. Oh, Eric. I've got one for Eric when we come back around to keep your drink handy, Eric.
Oh,
that's on you, Trent.
Oh, it is. Oh shit. Never have I ever. Never have I ever been in not like participated in, because I've done that, but I've never been through a haunted house.
I've tried to get into them, but I would go with the wrong people, and then I end up not getting a refund, and I'm bitter, so I will be drinking.
Bitterly drinking.
Bitter drinks. I want to see the end.
I do not do haunted houses. No ma'am, no spam.
Right. That's right. Never. This one's for Eric and probably Trent. Never have I ever helped a stranger move a giant furniture item into or out of a truck, aka Signs of the Lamb style.
No.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Yeah, no, I have never done that because even though I do go outside and investigate sounds sometimes, not all the time, I do have a stranger phobia. I don't do that. If I don't know you, get away from me.
We love you.
I don't do
No,
strangers.
you should have a stranger phobia. Listen.
Let's see. Last ones. Let's do last ones.
Okay.
I think I can come up with one more. Ooh, never have I ever babysat anything. Children. But I have babysat dogs.
It is not my fault. I was number 6 of 8 and everybody wanted to have kids. That is not my fault. I feel persecuted.
Just saying.
You're lucky this is tasty. I'll do it again.
I'll drink with you. Just.
I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Let's just finish this real quick. I got a whole soccer team over there.
I'm sensing some retaliation coming my way, so I'm just gonna drink
yeah. Oh yes, good sir.
We know each other way too well. This is the problem with this game.
That's why I love this game.
Okay, what you got for me, girl?
Never have I ever hopped into an automobile to drive away without checking the back seat. I know you know better. You were raised better than that.
In my defense, if the car has been in my garage all night, I usually don't. But if it's like parked outside where people can get to it, I usually check it.
Wait, no. In the garage, Trent, where people get into all the time in the horror movies? No.
No, they better not be getting in my garage. Hold up.
Nene Leaks is going to find you, just so you're aware.
If Nene Leaks is in my backseat, that's fine. I'll be like, girl, what you doing back there?
Hiding from the killer on the other side of the car.
Ooh, that would be a good twist for like, it would be not totally nonsensical, but like someone's hiding in your back seat to hide from the person in your passenger seat. It's the real killer.
I've hidden in places before. Remember that time I was leaving a store and I saw somebody I didn't like, and so I pretended to apply for application at the front of the store, and I was like, kiosk.
Sure. Oh,
and that's days. Why I'm final girl material.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I hope y'all had fun learning more about Sheree and I.
You're welcome.
But let's talk about what horror we've been watching this month or just in general.
I mean, we have so many months. We could be cheating. Right. I mean, obviously, we loved Chucky. If you didn't finish our Chucky Live minisodes, we about it. We're happy for season 2 because that means we also get to renew ourselves. Boop, 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 boop. Giving myself good news. Walking fast. But also over this break, I started Hannibal the TV series, and I'm so close to the end. Like I zipped through. Hey, Ryan. You get your Fritos.
Get your Fritos. Get your Fritos.
Why don't we do Missy Elliott? That should be an episode. Who are we?
I love Missy Elliott.
We do need to play Trivial Pursuit, though. Just to see Eric. Yes. We need to just have more drunken shenanigans with the podcasters. I keep saying this.
Let's do it.
I'm always drinking. I'm doing my part. Where are the rest of you at? But I also did what we do in the shadows. Like I snorted that. I went through it so fast. I was like, what do you mean? Oh my God, I have to wait like everybody else now? It's such a good show. And I'm coming out of the Unnamed Footage Festival because like we know that I'm hit and miss with the found footages. But I found some I really liked. One was like in Chicago with like really cool makeup effects. And like a random person I know was one of the actors. I was like, oh, excuse you.
That's scary.
Yeah. I love that happens. Listen. But what you've been watching, Trent?
So, for those of you that have been with us for a while, you'll remember a while back I was watching The Walking Dead with a class. Well, they got over it, and I was like, that's fair. But I'm a finisher, so I'm going to finish it. I think I'm on season 10 now, so I'm pretty close. Yeah, yeah. They're finishing it up live now, so I still have to wait a little bit to get those last things in. But finishing up that, I did order the graphic novels, so I'm gonna
Yes.
read them because I never did that. And I learned some things. My coworker told me some things about the graphic novel that they changed for the TV, or they just didn't address in the TV series.
Yep.
So I'm excited for one of those things about the character Jesus, who's apparently gay in the comics.
Yay. Good for Jesus.
Yes. Well, they hit it on the TV series. Sorry, this is a spoiler to anybody, but it shouldn't be if you're watching it. If you're not watching it, then you probably don't care. But in the TV series, they kind of hint at it because he gets really close with the gay guy they made that brings them to Alexandria. I can't think of his name right. Adam.
I
think
ain't
maybe.
seen this in 2015, so I don't even know no more. Yeah.
They get really close, but they never it never becomes romantic, at least to the audience anyway. But I think there could have been some sparks there. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and then I also finished the series. I talked about this a while ago on the show on a Thursday as well. Discovery of Witches.
Is it good? Would I like it?
I really liked it. I think you would like it. It's kind of romancy, so you might not love that, but it's interesting. It's an interesting lore between demons, vampires, and witches.
I like all of those things except for the romance. So perhaps.
And the whole thing is commingling and co-mixing, and it's interesting.
Is it Romeo and Juliet with dead people?
No. Well, no.
Okay.
Give it a try, and if you hate it, I will understand. But if you like it, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Alrighty.
It'll be the first. And
that's a lose-lose. Did you hear that?
I will be surprised. I will be. That's not the right word. I'm drunk. I will be happy because I'll get to talk to you about it. But
no, the way you said it though, if you hate it,
I know.
I won't be
surprised. You don't have to trust every other word I say when I'm drunk.
Listen, but, these Tauruses.
Taurusine. Taurusamos. But I really enjoyed it, and I think it's fun. If anything, it's really pretty. I'll give it that. But yeah, it was co-done by Sundance and Shudder, so you kind of get both of those things, right?
The SNS Express,
right.
You can't use that unless you send me $5 or a free subscription. Just saying, Sundance. I have reasonable rates.
So that's the first things that come to my mind when I think of things that I have finished up or finishing up that I started way back in the day.
So many days. But while we're here, I need everybody to make sure they vote tonight before it expires for the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, because we have to vote. Because last year I was real high-key upset that some of the better movies didn't win. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to drag people individually category by category. But that is a group project. I voted this
morning when I saw the link. I was like, oh, got to do it.
It is a group project we should all be contributing in, just as horror people and horror lovers. We want the movies that are good to win, y'all. We really do. Because if they don't, then who's watching?
Right. And what I love is, unlike the Oscars, I had already seen a good 50%. Well, we don't have to go there. But I'd already seen 50% of these movies. So I was like, I could actually have an opinion.
Listen, I know that everybody has a different thing and situation going on, but I don't know who the Oscars are for. So I never watch.
Yeah, I have some friends that like it, and they were watching it. I did not. Of course, I heard about it, but that's a whole other story.
I think it's a tradition thing because I think a lot of people just are I've always done this, so I keep doing it.
Right, and or they'll have a party, a yearly party with all their friends, kind of thing.
And I also understand wanting your peers to acknowledge you. Because like a lot of people just don't get that acknowledgement. You just keep working and working and then you die. So of course you need to be like, hey, you can do the things. But
Right.
it's always so biased and it's always so wrong.
And I said this that
Exactly, Eric.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I think there was like one that I had seen and it was Tick Tick Boom. But like other than that, oh,
Didn't see
West
it.
Side Story, I didn't see that. But anyway,
No.
um,
No.
uh, I said this on the day of, and I will continue to say it. I wish that, and not just horror. You know, of course, I have a soft spot in my heart for horror conventions and horror festivals. But like, I wish that smaller film festivals got at least. I said as much, but really, I'll take half the buzz that Oscars gets because like that's where your talent is. I'm sick. Like it's always the same 5 directors. I feel like, and the same 10 out of a pool of maybe 20. Let's say 20 actors, and then the same types of films that are nominated every single year. And it's just like every once in a while I'll get surprised and be like, oh, you know, that thing won. You know, but typically it's not.
Like I feel like the Oscars goes out of its way to exclude women, brown people, and horror and sci-fi. And it also goes out of its way to exclude the indie filmmakers, which are usually women and people of color, because like nobody will give us money, and so we have to make our own things. Eve's Bayou, Tales from the Hood, Endless List.
Right,
And
right.
so it's not for me. They don't want people who like me there, and I don't want to be there.
Like
Um,
I'm not sure when their cutoffs are, but like the fact that Candyman wasn't nominated for anything, I was like, really, that was a really well done horror film. Like,
I put together a list for Dread Central because I'm always salty, so I'm always ready. Um, so many of our favorite movies were never nominated, and some of them actually should have been nominated. Like A Girl Wants Home Alone at Night, nominated for nothing. Tiger's Not Afraid. What else does Issa Lopez need to do? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't think about it until like things happen, and then I kind of giggle.
Yeah.
Usually, this year is a little bit more serious, so I've tried to keep the giggles until them.
Right.
But like, it's just I think that it's one of those things that we need to let go.
Well,
We should let it go. There's a
Yeah.
long line of men being awful and getting awards at this. So I don't know why we
They
do
need
it.
to be investigated. Let's talk about it. Let's not talk about it because
Listen.
we'd be here forever.
Listen, it took me all of 5 seconds to trace the scandal all the way back to the John Wayne era. And I know things were happening before that because like Hattie McDowell who was nominated for an award, could not sit with the people who made the movie with her.
Yeah.
And so like since its inception, it's just been like, how can we be politely racist? How can we be politely sexist? And it's just been building and building. I think that's part of the reason it got to where it did this year.
Yeah.
And so we need to just like let some things go.
Right. Well, and they have, of course, just like so many major Hollywood things, they have their tokens. So like they'll nominate horror and sci-fi if it's Del Toro or Jordan Peele, you know. And those are also they're only brown and black people they'll nominate in the director category. And there's like one Asian director they will like. I'm just like, why did you expand?
Jordan Peele's only been nominated for Get Out, and I don't remember what the awards were specifically, but it was not all of them that it deserved. And Del Toro has been 3 times. Nightmare Alley was his 3rd time being there, but I think he's only won once. But I don't keep track of the awards, so maybe he won more than I think. But I want to say the one he won, Shape of Water, was what he got the awards for, and not anything else beforehand. Or anything else.
Backbone, Pan's Labyrinth, like
he produced The Orphanage, and it got nothing. It got bupkis. I'm not even. I don't like the Oscars. I don't like people who do that whole. We need to be like hoity-toity about it. I'd rather you just be like, look, it's about opinions, and like we actually did it instead of a popularity contest. It's very Mean Girls, but with old dudes named Bob and Roger.
And some Chads, I'm sure.
Oh, always the Chad or 3. 3 Chads in a trench coat.
Yeah.
And apparently Whoopi Goldberg.
Right. And I'm not opposed to like having a night that celebrates film and celebrates the great films of the year. I just think that maybe I don't know if an award show is the right venue. I just think, maybe we have a night where we celebrate all films that are made that are great. Horror films. We have a horror section. We have a sci-fi section. Did we continue to have a comedy section and a drama section and a, you know.
Yeah. It's become such a place to showcase biases. Like
Mhm.
the amount of like brown women, period, who've won anything at the Oscars since it's been around for 90 however many years is embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
embarrassing. What Eric is saying. That should be a thing. I think that we also need to shake it up because if you keep having
Yeah.
people who are like problematic vote, it's gonna always look the same. And so they're
Yeah.
always gonna be the hashtag Oscar is so white, Oscar is so sexist.
Well, they'll always have like that one they can point to. Like this year, they gave their first Oscar to a deaf actor till 2022, but and they gave their first openly brown or openly queer brown person got their first Oscar or something like that was the area the most. But anyways, there's always that one they can be like, well, we did this.
I'm not here for it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about something we do enjoy. Cheers to that. Let's move on.
I hate the Oscars. Have fun with your sushi, Eric.
I'm jealous.
Come on. I have to order dinner when we're done with this because I did not have dinner, so I'm getting drunk real fast, y'all. You're welcome.
All right. So, horror we've gotten into this year so far. We're both going to agree on this one. Scream.
Yes.
Yes. Loved it. Forever fave.
Changed my life. I'm ready. The next one.
So ready. Yes. I also, it had potential. I didn't love the film, but I saw No Exit on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
It had potential. It was a little long for my taste, but it was okay. And but
it was fine. It was fine. It's not like my favorite, but it was, especially for something that just hit Hulu randomly. I was like, oh, this is fun. This is a good time enough.
And I really want to see X. I haven't gotten to see it yet, and I really want to see it.
I synced it, and I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. But I need you to see it so we can talk about it.
Yes, it's going to happen hopefully soon.
Yes. I was also kind of here for Fresh. I feel like it was refreshing, but
yeah, I was also going to say Fresh, but then I saw you had already put it down. I was like, okay, I'll let Shrey take it. But
you took my screen, though, you Taurus.
I will, Ryan.
Listen, I'm also one of the people that like I watched Emma and didn't hate it because a lot of people were just like, "Oh no, not Korean women in horror," and they show their asses. It's a fine movie. We've seen much worse. Like the horror community is trying to tell me that some much worse movies are classics than what Emma is, so I don't want to hear it. She's definitely there for the people who have mother issues. Ding, 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 ding. More than some of us, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Everybody should see it at least once because, like, you know what else we get? Sandra Oh in the genre.
I love her.
Somebody else who should have gotten so many awards didn't get nearly enough.
But yeah, that's on my list too to watch. I haven't gotten to it yet.
It came out the same weekend as X, and people were like, porn or mother issues.
Don't they go hand in hand, really?
Listen.
Yes, those are some good ones. Yeah, so lots of great horror coming out so far this year. I'm excited to see. There's some more that I'm really excited to see coming out later on in the year. Yeah. So let's talk. So, like I said earlier, last time we did this, we were closing up our third season, and now we're a little over halfway, I think, into stuff that's like out there for y'all to listen to right now.
Yeah. So we thought it'd be cool to talk about our season highlights so far for those of you who know we have a podcast and listen. Because I know some people are casual watchers and they're like, who are these people? Why are they drunk? We have a podcast.
Where we also get drunk and talk about horror movies.
Consistency. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some of our favorite season highlights. Like we opened the season with Exorcisms, which I thought was a delightful, damn good time. Found some bops I'd never seen before.
Yes, I agree. That month was probably so far, I think the most consistent month for me of films that I enjoyed.
There was only one movie I could have done without that season, and it was Emily Rose. We know this.
And even I love that. So
actually, retcon. The last Exorcism, Eli Roth is involved, and I find him gross because of what he's done. So that's the one I would do without, and I would let Emily Rose stay in my top 3 then. Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. Eli Roth is.
It's
Um,
a problem.
but I love Emily Rose, and I think that's still my top from that month. I just love that movie so much.
Of course. Yeah, but we are wrapping up March. Yeah, our last March episode went up, and the category was she already had hers. And it was chaos, y'all. We rolled in with the loved ones and ended with urban legend. Because we fools.
Right. It was a fun month. I don't think there was anything I really hated this month that we watched.
I feel like Urban Legend is probably my least favorite, but we got to have Sultana on, so I'm not mad about it.
Urban Legend is such a sentimental movie for me that even though I see the problems, I'm still like, it's a fun little doop-de-doo. I don't hate it.
When I was looking at that month, I was like, that one's for Trent. Because there's definitely times where you look at the month and you're like, you know who programmed what. And I was like, no, but that one's for Trent. We all knew. It was like for Trent.
Yeah, actually, I think my least favorite this month would be Evil Eye.
I forgot she was in there. Bhavna came through.
She did.
That movie.
The episode is great.
A great episode. That movie feels like it was 9 years ago.
I mean, it kind of was.
It was like 2 Adele albums ago in my brain.
And I think my top from this previous month is Slumber Party Massacre 2020.
That bitch was good. Hey, Bobby.
Boop, boop, boop,
boop. Slumber Party Massacre is the shit. I also forgot we squeezed in our Scream 2022 special
Love Fest
with Joshua Cervantes and Jamie Howard. Our glitter burrito.
Our glitter burrito will be shitting glitter for months after we eat it. We're not gonna eat you, Jamie. It's fine if you're watching out there.
This got weird. I'ma just
listen. You're the one that brought up fresh, okay?
I didn't tell you to eat our friends, and I didn't tell you to say that on air. I know we're rusty, but still, I feel like we got lines.
But yeah, Summer Party Massacre 2021. If you have not watched that movie, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't even like reboots, reimaginings, any of that jazz, but I was like, hello. And I've watched it so many times. And not only did I like it, but like Jazz, because that Scary liked it, and we hate horror comedies together usually. So the fact that they got both of us on board.
Well, I think what this reimagining does correctly, which a lot of them don't do, is it's definitely still, even though it takes it.
Yes. No, are you an Urban Legend stan, Bobby? Was that for you too?
Well, get on it, Bobby.
Right, you catch up. It's Thursday.
But yeah, what most reimaginings don't do correctly, which this one did, is it goes back and it's still a love letter to the original film, because it is, like, I don't know if I'd use the word classic, but it is one of those films that, you get talked about a lot in the horror lexicon, but it fixes its problems, and it is its own movie, as opposed to like trying to go shot for shot or adding things that don't need to be added because it doesn't fix anything. Like I would argue, a lot of remakes do.
I think a lot of remakes don't understand that they need to be their own, but also pay respect to the original, but a certain amount. And so they usually like tilt too far one way or the other, because like the original had problems. It just always is the nature of the beast, because it was done by whoever and whatever and their vision. Because like, let's just like stay with this one because I will ramble. But like the original Summer Party Massacre, it was written as a satire, but it was filmed as a straight horror movie, which is why so much is not making sense. And you're just like, what is happening? And so when you watch it without that information, you're just like, this is trash. And then you watch it knowing what it was supposed to be, and you're like, oh, I see how this would have made that make sense. And so I love that the remake was like, let us just get it right the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's lean into the comedy, but it still had scares in it. So I thought, it was so well done. And I was surprised, because then I went into it being like, oh, this is a sci-fi original.
Right? I was
But
a
I
snobby
was,
bitch.
yeah.
I was like, oh, how
But I
dare
was, it
you?
put me in my place.
Listen, I love it. I love it when I walk in with expectations and they're just like, bitch, you don't know me. Like, I also did it, like, it paid tribute to like the first two. Because it gave you a little bit of that one, a little bit of that one, and then it did its own thing. It wasn't like, let us just acknowledge the first one, because like it was a
Yeah.
trilogy. By the way, people who need closure, the third one is on YouTube. Run, don't walk. Because like I waited forever to see the third one. It's on YouTube. It's not great. But also, what's worse than the second one? Nothing. Go, go, go.
Yeah, and just the way it effortlessly commented on sexism in horror films and sexism in general, really, let's be honest. But like, and the fact that it had two black final girls, it was just great all around. It had queerness. It had, even though, as we said in that episode, we could have leaned a little further into that queerness. I think it kind of skated on it.
Yeah.
But it was still a ton of fun. I loved it.
It's the only reimagining sequel that does not scream that I want to have a sequel. Like I don't know if we need a Kickstarter or what. I follow the writer and the director on Twitter and Instagram, and I just want to be like, I don't know what y'all need, but let me know. I have $5 and they're yours.
Right. Oh, and don't forget our month of February, where we went into movies where Black people actually live.
Scandal. Oh, that was a good time. Yeah.
That was a good time. That
That
was a good time. We got some little monsters up in there. We got Sugar Hill up in
Which
there.
is a classic, and people won't watch it. And I'm just like, you telling yourself.
Then we got Event Horizon, which was a choice. And
It's divisive. Event Horizon is divisive because people go up for that, and I just keep my mouth shut and keep drinking.
Apparently, I think I heard there's like a director's cut or something of it that's supposed to be like even crazier.
He can't find it. It came up in our episode because, like,
Oh yeah,
who thought they would want that? So,
I don't think I get Event Horizon. It still sticks with me to this day, and I'm still just like, what did I watch? What was that?
I think it's one of those movies you need to watch when it comes out, much like Independence Day or like I, Robot or I Am Legend or those sort of like end of the world summer blockbusters. I think it's one of those. So you see it on the big screen as a child, and you're like, yeah. And as an adult, you're like, I got memories, and we missed it.
It just went, phew.
Right? It's like, I am an adult, and it is Saturday morning. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get a woman a shirt.
Why is she seeing her dead kid? I'm confused.
Wait, what have you seen, Bobby? Specify.
Right. We don't know where you at.
What's at a watch party right now?
I don't know if I want to watch Event Horizon again, but
I don't think it's Event Horizon. It's probably some Party Massacre or something else because there's a delay. Much like in the first Scream.
That is true.
It's our aesthetic.
A whole 10-second delay.
Oh no! Look behind you, Jamie.
Look behind you, Jamie. Yes, but Sugar Hill was so great. I like 28 Days Later.
Bobby's not seen Event Horizon. Whoa! Time out.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts, but we just spent 10 minutes to talk about how we hated it, so I don't know.
I will always get drunk and watch it with you, Bobby, because I think you need to see it. So you can be like the final vote. Is it good? Do we miss the boat? Like either or.
Yeah, because it's not for me. But everything else that month was with Bob. Yeah, we've covered some good films this year.
We have been lucking the fuck out. Like I'm so rusty. Look at this sailor mouth. Oh my god. For people who are just like, what fits our theme? Don't tell me anything about it. We get real lucky. No, it's gonna be fine, Bobby. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Just get real drunk or high or whichever you want to do. Both, maybe. Might help.
Listen, it's 2022. You can have it all. But yeah, I did not live. But I did love that we had. I forgot his name and Lawrence Fishburne. I forgot his name. I keep forgetting his name.
Who? Mark Hamill?
No, in Event Horizon. Who?
Oh,
why are you talking about Mark Hamill? Nobody better than the Joker or Star Wars.
No, I'm thinking of that. Who's the guy who played in Event Horizon? Who's the demon dude? Oh, well, that's spoilers. Sorry.
We're gonna just move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah. I was like, you should see it after.
Sorry, Bobby. Just beep. I didn't say anything.
It's so much more than that. It's so much
more.
Oh,
it is. I mean, that's just like one little fact about it.
It's one little event.
Not the whole horizon.
What?
Yeah, not the whole horizon. Just a little, it's like when the sun kind of peaks. Yeah, the.
Stop. Just stop.
We're ridiculous. Okay. Do we have anything else we need to discuss before we get into our what's coming up?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, like, summer's coming up. So if you got summer thoughts, you might want to drop them to us because we're gonna meet and talk about that and figure it out because we're always ahead of the curve. So we got to recording that stuff pretty soon.
Well, they know we ain't family friendly.
No,
I'm trying.
Because what if I'm the reason we can't ever find support? Because they're just like, that girl says fuck too much. Fuck her. I'm gonna clean my potty mouth up. I'm gonna become a lady. What?
Oh, I'm not gonna hold my breath.
You know what, Trent? I don't need this Taurus energy coming at me. Let us know if you have any like themes you might want to see us do for the summer. Yeah.
We got some fun things coming up for the rest of the season though.
Yeah.
Like number one, our next regular episode drops on Monday, and it's covering The Conjuring 2, and we were joined by, excuse me, I've been drinking.
You're such a delicate flower, Trent.
My southern lady. We were joined by Scott Pedraza.
Yeah. It was a good time. He's helping us kick off our month, which we have lovely called BOGO. You bought the first one with us, and you're getting the second one. Sorry about it, some of y'all's. We're gonna give you a month of sequels of things we've not covered.
And it's a month.
It is the most chaotic month we've ever had. I'm gonna say it.
Yes, especially this season. This season.
Like our first season, we were doing random shit, and it was not as chaotic as this. Like.
Yes, and those of you that know me especially, the Conjuring series scares the shit out of me. Now, granted, past this one, there's some questionable material, but these first two scare the shit out of me.
So the Conjuring universe, right? Like the universe. The actual Conjurings are really good. Annabelle.
Well, that third one was a choice.
I keep forgetting about that. Thank you for reminding me. So that's not on record. The first two are really great. And the third one is better than a lot of the spinoffs.
Yes.
Give her that. There we go. I will give her that. And I really, really like Annabelle Creation.
Yeah.
I should have forgot which one it was because it's ain't the first one. Because the first one, I'm gonna fight somebody.
No,
Alfred would have deserved better. Alfred would have deserved better, and I will fight somebody.
You already know the title of that episode when we get to it.
Listen. No, I'd be like James Wan. You'll be a guest. Explain yourself. What? They're like, I didn't even direct that. I was like, I don't care. I'm fighting somebody tonight. I'm gonna go Gabriel somewhere. So I was like, snatch my beret out, and I'm like, acting. Listen. Right? You see, Bobby knows. Annabelle Creation's the Annabelle that I like.
I've seen the first Annabelle a long time ago, and I've seen Annabelle Creation. Annabelle Creation is much, much better. I will say the first 10 minutes of Annabelle, the scariest part of that movie.
Right?
Scary. Why don't people lock their damn doors? Lock your doors, people.
The first Annabelle reminds me of the first When a Stranger Calls, and that it all happens up top, and then we're just there because we needed to fill some time.
Right.
Because When a Stranger Calls, the original, not the remake, the original,
yes.
When shit's happening in the house, when things are happening in the house. And she's like, hello? And she's like, he's messing with her. And like, I'm checking the kids recently. I'm like, oh no, this is real. No, stop, it's scary. And then they're like, jump ahead a couple years. She's in college. Like, I don't care about her college. I don't.
Right.
College is bad. Send her back to the house. It's so scary.
Yeah. When a stranger calls, that's a good one.
We haven't covered it yet. We need to. But it's the first 10 minutes.
That part, yeah. Well, she said, "I like your dolls." I was like, "Oh no!"
We should do a month of movies where the first 10 minutes are great.
Ghost Ship. It's another one.
You gonna get punched. I'm not gonna lie. People go up for Ghost Ship. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The first 10 minutes, the first scene is fantastic.
No.
Past that, I don't remember anything about it.
I will not be slandering Ghost Ship. I like my teeth where they are. Like, I will not be slandering Ghost Ship.
Yeah, don't scare me. I'm a Taurus.
No. Blink twice if you're in danger. It's the house circled, Trent.
Anyway, we could totally find 4 movies or however many movies.
Oh, I got a whole fucking list. I have a whole list. I have a whole darn list.
Was that being published on Trent Central?
You know what? Rent happens, Trent. But back to this BOGO month. No, Bobby. No.
Bobby's with me, see?
This Taurus gang about to get beat up, but I don't want a part of it. Y'all about to catch a bunch of hands, and I'm just trying to like live my life. I'm out of the drama. I'm drama free. But back to our BOGO month. That episode, Conjure 2, drops Monday, unless you're in the Patreon. If you're in the Patreon, you have access to it already because it drops midnight, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Boop, boop, boop. I already got messages about it because some people have listened. Love y'all.
Yes. It's a good time. Good time.
It's a great time.
All right. And our next Thirsty Thursday will be April 28th.
Right. That one's so special. We have to pre-record it because it's just too much happening.
It's too fierce.
It's too fierce. Too furious. Give it 12 sequels.
Too fierce, too furious.
Are you Vin Diesel, Trent? Are you Vin Diesel? What?
Too fierce, too furious. That's going to be in my autobiography.
That's the memoir title you've been waiting for. Too fierce, too furious. Pictures of
Tokyo
you with different. No. Or do they pictures of you drinking like vodka lemonades in different places? And they'd be like, I think this is a picture book. What?
Yes.
But they will. No. Ryan's right. They will. You can't
That's
trust Vin
true.
Diesel. You can't trust Vin Diesel.
Let the beast rest. Yes, please. Paul Walker has left us. That series could go.
Vin Diesel heard this. He sensed it in the universe. He's like, somebody said Fast and Furious.
Right. Of course, the only Paul Walker film that I recognize is Joyride, and that is because there's a real interesting scene in that movie that is, I like to watch quite a bit.
What? You wasn't a fan of the skulls?
Joyride is much better than Skulls. Those of you that have seen it, if you know, you know.
I ain't seen it, but I know the skulls. Him and Josh Jackson got some speedo situations happening because they are on a rowing crew.
Well,
that's not what rowing means.
And Joyride, he ain't got no speedo on.
This got uncomfortable because that means I'm no longer with us. I'm gonna wrap this up.
All right, yes, April 28th.
But yes, Ryan, write that.
Oh God.
Write it.
I can't wait to see what that is. Yes, April 28th.
Have you seen Titanium yet, Trent? Have you?
I haven't, but I've seen pics and heard things.
Trent. I watched it twice. You need to see that.
Oh, okay. It'll go on my list.
It's
been on my list, but
it's on Hulu. I don't know what you're doing after we had this meeting after this, but I think you should watch that.
I'll keep that in mind. All right. Yes. April 20th.
He does, Bobby. He does. Everybody should see it at least 3 times. But that's the double feature, Ryan. Because you watch Tamed and you watch X, and you just like.
I'm terrified now.
No, like the horror fans have had a time these few months. I'm about to break my rule and start Googling shit if I go see it. Because I'm just like, I can't have my face cracked anymore in public. I need y'all to tell me what I'm about to watch.
Better or worse than that scene from Death Drop Gorgeous? When you know what scene?
The Play-Doh factory? The Play-Doh Fun Factory scene?
I let my coworker borrow that to watch it. I was like, there's one scene that I want to know your thoughts of it. She came back the next day and she was like, Trent, what did you give me to watch? What did you have me watch? And I said, girl, I know.
Listen.
All right. Phew. Yes. All right, everyone. So it's been a good hour with y'all. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Again, I know I've said it like 5 times now, but April 28th, we're back. Monday, Conjuring 2. Check it out. You're going to love it. And
Watch Party Tuesday. We're doing Creep. Found out it's found footage, so it's going to get wild.
Yeah, get up on our Clubhouse, #Clubhouse situations. We always have a good time.
Right? We do. We drink and we share movies.
What more do you want?
But also, if you showed up late, vote for the Chainsaw Awards. Fangoria, go vote. It expires tonight, and then it don't count. And we need the good movies to win this year, y'all. I cannot see what I saw last year because I kept my thoughts to myself. But this is a good project. I need y'all to do y'all's part.
All right, everyone. Thank you again to everyone watching out there. Thank you to everyone that will watch this in the future. And as always, and as always, make sure that you stay fierce out there.
Bye. Ow.